Yeah, all righty. I do believe I am live. Somebody in the chat, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Anybody? Somebody scream. Yeah. All righty. All right, so we gonna get this thing started. Checking in. What is up? I think I turned this closed caption on it. I don't know how to turn it off. Wait, where am I live at? This is oh, I'm in the wrong area. All right, give me a second. There I is.
It off.
All right.
Wait, where am I live at?
Chris, what's up, kid? How you doing? Shice is joining us twice. What is up, everyone? It's Harry the Big Dog with another DJ interview. It is Tuesday, 8-ish. As always, we are live. And tonight is a little different because we don't have a DJ, but we have a DJ supporter. And they're always welcome here. He has his own show, his own interview show. You know what? I'm gonna just bring him on. Ladies and gents, children of all ages, what is up, Shice, Mr. Talk of the Town?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Uh,
Like the Matrix, you see, I'm everywhere. I was over there, and then I was over here. So I just want you to know that I'm everywhere.
oh, so look at this. Somebody named John Doe. Is this Mike Tyson's dad? I guess I could be.
Wow.
He said that, yeah, this my Giants jersey. Let me give you some background around it, John Doe.
You know, John Doe, you don't even have a real name, and you want to start talking about our Giants jerseys. Don't do that.
This Giants jersey been through like 6 coaches, 2 Super Bowls, and a partridge in a pear tree. This thing is and I only represent me. Only my name is on my jersey.
Hold on, you too? Wait, look. I don't think you're ready, huh? Look.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I had to do that because people get traded left and right.
For
and
real.
if I go this way, I'm always in season.
I'm not getting traded. Oh, yo, that is too funny. None of this was planned, everybody.
And that's all right. We seen better days, but listen, we still got more championships than some, okay?
Yes. And most of them high-powered teams.
And I can say that I live to see them. That's all I can say. Now, my Knicks is another story.
So we got Shice. He has his own not radio show, but interview show.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into this, and we just want to welcome him. This is the DJ interview, but we also support the DJs too. Mm-hmm. So tell us, Shice, your government name if you want.
Woo! First of all, you won't believe my government.
We already see, Shice, Mr. Talk of the Town, and how you got started in supporting the DJs.
Okay. My real name, my government name, believe it or not, is Sean Carter. No relation to Jay-Z.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's my real government name. Don't tell nobody, all right, guys? This is a secret between me and you. Um, I started hosting a long time ago. My cousin is a rapper, and what happened was I used to work at the label doing street team, and then I started working in Coney Island, and then I wound up going to Uptown Comedy Club, listening to that stuff, and then coming to Coney Island, practicing jokes over there while doing the rides, and then doing the same in the comedy club, and here I am some years later.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice. So what made you want to do the interview? What made you let's go with the supporting the DJs. How are you supporting the DJs, and what made you want to, support them as opposed to the other people that get the glory?
Right. Well, I started hosting, like I said, in Coney Island, and what made me want to host was I scared a guy's son on the pirate ship, and he gave me $50 under a can of Pepsi, which is my favorite. It was like, yo. So I used to make the boat go up, and to get off, I used to make people sing "I Believe I Can Fly." And when they started singing, I send the boat back up, and then they start getting scared. So the guy was like, yo, I had so much fun. And then I looked behind me, there's a big crowd. So it was just like, wow. So they want to hear this. So once I realized people love to hear you entertain, it became my passion. And then I started just doing shows and watching my cousin. And I love the DJ. Like, music is like my heartbeat, right? And
Yeah.
it's like I have music. I'm a DJ at heart, right? Can't DJ. Don't get that twisted. But I'm a DJ at heart. I can DJ very well in here, right? It just, when it comes out, it don't sound good, right? So
It's the equipment.
right, so I'm DJ iPhone all day. That's me. Like, but I started doing that, and I just had a good rapport with a lot of DJs, and it just felt good. So, what better way to have a good event? Like, when you have a DJ, my friend La Loca said it best. They're like the meat and potatoes. You're like the macaroni and cheese on the side, right? You complement the entree. So that's how I always looked at it. Like, okay, he doing his thing, and all I do is got to put a little seasoning on it, and we good to go. So that's it. Yeah, that's it, man. I respect DJs.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I started this show. Is I used to DJ a while back. I know people that heard my story. I stopped DJing in 2001, but I still have like for it, not love for it anymore until last summer, where me and international DJ Tommy Lee had a weekend.
Shout out to my
we was everywhere, and it was all wrapped around the DJ life, and I fell in love with it again. And fast forward, X amount of months, we're here on episode 42. Can you believe it?
Let's get that up for that. That's a milestone. Some people don't go past 2 episodes.
For real.
So it's a big thing. And shout out to Tommy Lee. That's my brother, man.
Yeah.
He is, he always, don't say can't. So I'm not going to say the word. I'm going to try not. Well, no, I'm not going to say try neither. I won't say the word try or can't in this episode, hopefully.
Let me do some shout outs. We got Chris Gloss checking in. What is up? We got Tracy Allen checking in. What is up? And we got John Doe. He's saying interview me. Okay. I'll get your name and number 555-1234.
First of all, you need a real name to be interviewed, John Doe.
Oh, Chris Cross is asking me what I'm drinking. I don't want to show it on screen, the name, but it's a Michelob Ultra. I'm a Michelob type guy.
Might as well show it now. You done gave them the promotion
All
already.
right. It's still, I don't want Facebook to cut me off just because we got DJ P Nice in the place. What is up, Peter? Yeah, 42 episodes. You know, it's like Shice said, it's a milestone.
Yeah.
It is. You know, some people don't get there. What's up, Rush One? DJ, we gonna get him on soon. But you know, we have two interviewers here, so this is gonna seem funny. We probably be going back and forth. I'm asking him questions and then him asking me questions. But you know, name some of the DJs that you've supported over your time, and I know you still support them, but you know, can you name a few?
I had the privilege to work with Mr. C, who is great. I've done shows. I can't say Funk Flex. Like I was in the building and I did it before. We was at the same show. We went on after. So I can't say him, you know, or can you count? You know, like, but shout out to the DJs that I work with on a regular, like DJ Rasheen and Mount Vernon from the Lean Brothers. I've worked, shout out to DJ Authorized. That's my brother. He does a lot of stuff with Nike, and shout out to JC Jace. Yo, it's a lot of DJs out there. Like there are a lot. Shout out to Tommy Allen, DJ Rockwell, Kev Rockwell.
Yeah.
That's my brother too. The Violator DJ. Shout out to them guys. You know, it's just, DJs are the heartbeat of the party. That's it.
Yeah. Without them, there is no music. I mean, you can play your iPod or, you know, the radio, but, you know, there was a time way before your time that when the MC was the guy saying, whoever got the gray car, you left your lights on, you know, the bathrooms are this way.
I say that once in a while, you know. I do say that once in a while. My mouth gets me in trouble sometimes. I can't lie. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, I always feel like when you watch Drumline, right?
Uh-huh.
If you don't have the drums, then you don't have a line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go out there. Everything is cool. The dancers, the drum major, is he the drum major, right? The leader, right? What's that called?
I don't know.
Right, whatever. But without the drums, you don't have nothing. Nobody's there to see the tuba. Nobody wants to hear the tuba. You know? So, again, you need the DJ. Like, the party is not moving without the DJ.
Speaking of international DJ Tommy Lee.
Tommy, I said I'm not going to use the word can't and try in this episode.
You just did. Too late.
I did. I just was telling. I just repeated it.
You should have said those bad words.
Okay, those bad words.
Nice to say at number 50. He's gonna be ready. All right, we're gonna hold you to it.
Listen, like you said, 42. Listen, when you think about regular shows consist of maybe 10 to 12 episodes a season. Yep. So you to do 42 again, that's a milestone. Like, I applaud that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you.
It is that's what happens. You got 42 episodes. The tuba. Look at these guys. Right. But Russell, you feel me? Do you go to the football game to hear the tuba, man? No.
He don't go listen to himself.
You know, I ain't coming to hear the cymbals. I don't want to. I could care less about anybody else in the drum line. You understand? The band don't count without the drums.
For real.
So that's who the DJ is. The DJ is the drum line.
For sure. You know, when I was out there, Tommy Lee saying he loved the tuba. I'm sure you do. Play that. He's probably he could be a polka DJ the world's number one polka DJ. So play that music.
Oh, I want to see Tommy play the tuba. Tommy
Yeah.
knows he's never been nowhere to go see a tuba anywhere. Now, the tuba again, it complements certain sounds at a certain point, but that's all it is. But nobody's there saying no. You never hear nobody say, "Yo, I'm going to see the band, kid." That tuba is the tuba. Nobody says that. Nobody. Okay, you're going to see the drum line. They don't have a tuba battle at these places. They have a drum line battle. Okay, the tuba don't take lead and be like, burn, burn, burn. No, let's stop right there, Tommy.
Oh, this is what happens when you get two interviewers. We could go. So let's get back to let's talk about your show now.
Okay.
What is the name of it, and when did you start? You said a long time ago.
Yeah.
But when exactly did you start, and what's it all about? Tell us a little bit about it.
Officially, I started we got that TV and radio. It consisted of 5 people. Me, my best friend Ray Sites, and his sister, my goddaughter, and my other friend. And my man Ray Sites said, "You know what? I want to be behind the scenes." So he started doing the recordings and stuff. Now he's this big photographer, and I just wanted to always be the voice, So I went by the Voice of Brooklyn, and going through all of the changes, the show is now called Let's Talk Crazy. And I think it better suits me. It was a fresh start, of what I was doing to now. So basically, I do interviews with musicians, rappers, basically anybody in the industry, and I talk my talk. So I could get a little unorthodox at times, It's like letting the pit bull out the cage when he's been locked up for so long. He go running wild. That's me. I'm not ashamed. But so I love to just talk, and I love that people love to hear me talk. My main passion is hosting events. That's just where my heart is. I've never felt more alive. I never felt more happy than to see a crowd of 100 plus and more just vibing to something that I'm saying along with the DJ. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that moment for me is just it's life.
Yeah.
So I've always, and like I said, I had the honor to host at the Barclays Center, St. George Theater, what's the theaters up in the Bronx? The United Palace Theater. I've done big events like that. So I was like, wow,
nice.
This is good. Like,
yeah.
And I loved it. So,
gotta applaud that, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. But, those were like some of the big highlights for me. And it just keeps me going. And, then I got to call my DJ friends. Hey, you got a party? I want to talk. But what's so crazy about that, though? All right, I say host, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's get into this word host, though, right?
What exactly does it mean?
Right, because I'm not really feeling the word host anymore. Because now people put the word host and they use it just for no reason. People say they hosting parties, but they're really not.
Yeah.
They're having a party. So say you're having a party. Don't say you're hosting a party. Because it puts me in an odd space when I say, hey, I'm the host. And they go, this ain't your party. No, that's not. I'm not having the party.
That's not what I mean.
Right. So then I go MC or I go master of ceremonies, and people look at me like, oh, you a Hasta Diddy N-word. And I go, no, it's pretty much what it's called. I know the term, like if I say host, you think I'm throwing the party. Right. So I just, I don't know what to do anymore. So people confuse me, and I'm supposed to be at the party. So, and like I said, I've been blessed throughout my years to work alongside some of the greatest to ever do it. You know, Big Daddy Kane was a big thing. I've hosted with I'll Be Sure. I've done Slick Rick was my idol. Like, if anybody knows me, my first tag name ever was Slick, right? Because of Slick Rick. I've always loved he's probably my favorite rapper from far, because he was like the first that I've heard back then and really fell in love with it. And when I seen him, I'm never starstruck. But I saw him, I was like, yo, that's Slick Rick. You know, like, yo. And I was like a groupie, and I ain't never been like that, because, you know, I like people to know who I am, and I don't want to chase you. But him, I was like, yeah, that's Slick Rick. Like, he got jewelry.
Tommy said he gonna take you on the road with him.
Well, come on, because I need some cash, okay?
You need some work. DJ Russ one said he feel the same way when some people use DJ.
Yeah, like, who are we talking about here? You know, and then you get these. Listen, I love promoters. Shout out to the promoters, the real promoters. Let me say that, because you have these other promoters who jump on to another bandwagon of the real promoter, and he's like, I'm hosting the party. No, you was a side sucker. You jumped on to somebody else's event, and now you trying to promote it like you got something to do with it. Listen, I'm sorry. I might offend some people on this interview, but hey.
You probably are.
I got to keep it real. That's one thing that I'm going to say. I'm going to always keep it 100, because you go to these parties and people go, I say I'm hosting, and then they go, oh, well, I don't see you on the flyer. And I'm going, that's the guy who's hosting, right? Like, he's hosting, but he's supposed to be throwing the party. And then when I get in the party, I come to find out the guy who's on the flyer, he's like the 10th person on the flyer. And the real person, right, the real person who's throwing the party is in VIP somewhere. Don't care about the flyer, but he's getting the bread. And I'm like, I need that guy. Can I get this guy?
Yeah.
You know, like, come on. So, listen.
Oh, that is funny. So, how long have you been doing your show? And has it always been the same format?
It's gone through different changes and different formats. When you say format, do you mean basically what I talk about, or? Yeah, what I talk about is basically the same. I just feel like I never wanted to limit myself to anything as far as people. If I could get a good conversation at a nail salon, guess what? We going to the nail salon. I want to talk to Ming Lee. You know, hurry up and buy your nail no good hair. Hey, listen, let's do it. But I just love conversation. So if you got good conversation and I can get my point across, and I love a good debate. So if that's where you want to go with it, I'm for it. Sometimes I say things on my show. Do I necessarily believe everything that I'm saying? No. Sometimes I say it just to get a reaction.
Yeah.
Because I just want the argument. I always tell people I'm fair, right? If nobody is going to argue this side of it, I will, even if I don't believe it, because I have to know where we stand, and people who might have this opinion on the opposite side need to know that their views are heard as well. So I play both sides of the field all the time.
Right.
And people like, you believe that shit? I'd be like, oh, no, not really. Hey, great video. Hey, go Donald Trump. Great radio. See that clip right there? Somebody's going to cut that and go Donald Trump. I'm going to be the biggest asshole in the meme tomorrow. But that's all right, because I don't. All they're going to see is that one little clip. Did he see?
Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. So, Chris is asking, what is the top thing you learned about DJs?
Ooh. The top thing about DJs for me that I'm most impressed with is how to get a playlist in such a short time. Again, I am not that guy. I am a handicap when it comes to trying to place music together. Right? I'm just learning what BPMs are, okay? So don't judge me. Okay? Don't judge me at all. I will take a
Oh,
BPM and put it with 145 BPM, okay? And be like, what? I didn't
oh,
like, come on. I just felt like that. But the funny thing is the control that they have to know how to move that crowd. Like one of the things that I've always said is people like Mr. C. I love to watch Mr. C work. And the reason is because he will put you in an era and he will not change from that era.
mm,
Keep you in that era, but make you feel like that is like this song came out today.
yeah,
Everybody's and then he'll change your whole mood. But that's the fascinating thing about the DJs. They can change your mood.
yes.
Make you feel like you're the rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole crowd at one point when they're chanting and that DJ is going to work, and I just sit back and go, okay, this where we going with it. Let's do it. Like, and I just jump in the crowd and, like I said, put my little seasoning on top. That's it. But DJ is the control. I would have to say the control is
Yeah.
the best thing that I learned, that they are the heart and soul of any party.
Hope that answers your question, Chris. Again, we are here with Shice, the Mr. Talk of the Town.
You call me Miss? What you want to call me?
I stuttered a little. I'm sorry.
Wow, I gotta go see my hair.
Oh God, it's too much of this. That's what happened. So, what other questions we got? Oh, Russell's talking about, dude, stop with the BPM.
Look, see, only real DJs would really know that. No normal person worries about that. Okay,
Worries about the BPMs at all. Tommy Lee is asking, where can he hear or see your show?
you can see my show.
I'll
Visually,
do that at the end anyway, but you might as well.
Tommy's was always ahead of the class.
Yeah.
You
You didn't skip 30 minutes of this.
So, but you can always hear it. You can watch it on YouTube. I always play it on YouTube. It's now on Mixcloud. You can hear it on all major platforms like Spotify, iHeart, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Google Podcasts, Apple Music, all those major digital platforms my shows are on. You can look up We Got That TV. That's the old name. But it's now Let's Talk Crazy, and Crazy is spelled Crazee. I had to be different. You know, I can't spell, so I had to go with what I know.
Did you say crazy?
Yeah, Let's Talk Crazy. Look, see? Look. So y'all don't understand. This is it right here. All right, Let's Talk Crazy, okay? That's me.
Oh, so yo, let's take them behind the scenes of what we do with the interviews and all the BS we go through and some of the technical challenges. I know some people in the audience they do the same thing. So put your questions in about some of the challenges you've been through too. So what is one of the main challenges you go, and I'm gonna ask you and then I'm gonna answer it too.
One of the major challenges is dealing with, I call, a diva artist or person. All right, a diva guest. Especially those who think they got some clout. You call them, you set everything up. They like, okay, but then it becomes, they don't talk to you for like. From the time you set it up to the time that the show comes, they don't talk to you. Then 5 minutes in before you come on, they're like, "Hey, are we still on?" I emailed you 200 times between now, But it's those things that you got to be on point. So when you prepare yourself for a show, You have to prepare like you're going on by yourself, and that's just the way it is.
It's the way it is.
Right, because if you prepare and base your show based on the actual guest, you're gonna fail because I always go like, yeah, we got a guest, but that guest might not show up, and and people might say, but why book them? You don't know who's not gonna show up.
Right.
You know, things happen. I'll be honest, things just happen, but a lot of artists feel like, hey, I don't have to do it because, you know, some artists will feel like I'm doing you a favor, you know, and listen, I'm like, hey, this is a platform for you. You got new music, not me, you know, but it goes hand to hand. And when people start to think that they're above you or whatever, listen, I deal with that all the time, you know, but it's fine. I go on with the mindset that, hey, this is my show. And the biggest thing when you do your show is don't change your morals, don't change your status for nobody. Do your show the way you would do your show, no matter who's on it. You know, they have to follow your guidelines, not follow their guidelines. Because at the end of the day, this is your name, your brand, and it's you. You,
Yep.
at the end of the day, anything goes wrong, it's on your name, not theirs.
Yep.
So
My thing is P stuttering again.
it must be good as hell.
I don't want to offend. I don't want to offend anybody, but the non-techie people
Oh,
is the thing that kind of, you know, and even we had a issue earlier with the sound. I kept hearing echo, and then you figured out you was using another browser, and we switched that out, and that was it. But you know, there was, and you're right. Going off of what you said about your guest, because it happened to me a couple of times. You know, a lot of people don't know because when you come on, you act as if, you know, this is the plan. But
Yep.
some of that plan just happened right before you click that go live button.
And that's the skill.
Yeah.
You have to have that skill because if you don't, again, you're gonna look bad because you based your whole show on this interview,
Right.
and when you don't have a backup, it's like you start to stutter. And people, one thing I learned is people can tell.
When something didn't go right.
Right, because you be like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna," and we'll be right back, okay? And then you sitting there, and then you're going out, you coming back, and they see you, and then your mic is on, and then they hear you like, "This is messed up."
Steadily looking down or to the side at something.
Right.
Oh
So,
man, it's
and,
funny.
and the thing is, I had to learn that you have to invest in yourself, right? I'm not going to say I buy the best programs, but I buy what's effective.
Yeah.
You know, I had to realize with programs, I had to realize you got to black yourself out, right? When you take a break and you go on, black yourself out, gain yourself, and then come back. Sometimes when you do live, like when I first started doing lives, I didn't have anything to cover. I play music and my camera is just still on.
Right.
I would be like this, oh man, but I'm like, oh, the camera's still on. Or my biggest thing is this. I hated this. Watch. Now you're sitting there, you got an empty chair, and people trying to figure out, is the show on?
Is it on, or did he just leave his camera on?
What's going on? So I was like, I have to figure out how do I do those things, because when you do your show, I'm the only one. I'm my producer, I'm my editor, I'm my sound guy, you know, so I got to make sure that people don't see that because it's a mess behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mess.
It's a mess right there. right outside of the camera view.
Right. See that poster back there? That's a window. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. It's a window. You know, when it get hot, I might roll my poster up, but I have to make it look like a good studio.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Like, again, I don't hide from nothing, and I think that's why a lot of people kind of like what I have to bring, because again, I hate. You know what I hate?
But
When people try to hold secrets, right? They feel like they don't want to share. I feel like if we in this business, there's enough for everybody. You know, you can eat, I can eat. It's millions of people in this world. Everybody's not gonna listen to you. You know, why not share the information? People hold on to information and just don't want to see you do better. You know, we all good when we on the same level. But once you start to elevate, nobody wants to see you win.
mm-hmm.
And I always hated that. So I stopped surrounding myself with people like that. Now, if you don't want to see me win, I can't be with you. You know, you can go with me. I will take anybody who's willing to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't ask for nothing. Just be there for me. I realize with shows, I see less of my friends watch my shows than anything. Every show, I see somebody that I don't know, and I go, "Damn, what happened to my friends?" Like I got a lot of so-called friends. But
Yeah.
where are they at when I'm playing my stuff?
Yep. You
You
just
know,
you just need some support sometime.
just
And
that's
like
it.
you're saying, you know, some of them, I'm lucky that I do have a core group of people that are, you know, making comments, come on and do some views. You know, we got DJ Howie D that just checked in. You know, I'm looking at my monitor over here. We got DJ Cam that just checked in. You know,
Mm.
for everybody who did just check in, we are here with Shice, Mr. Talkofdatown. Mr. I've got to.
See, they don't understand why you saying that, because he tried to call me a miss if y'all missed it a couple of minutes ago. All right, he was like miss.
I'm only at a half a bottle and the tongue got twisted. But all like you're saying, what's your vetting process? Because, you know, I'll let you go first and then I'll explain, you know, Ricky.
You say vetting process. You want me to say what?
Huh?
What you mean vetting process?
Your vetting process when you are getting somebody on your show. And I'll explain how you ended up here. My vetting process for you. But go ahead.
I listen. I'm a hound. I will shoot emails. I will show up at somebody's event. You know, again, it's my show, and in order for me to try to give the best, I know I have to sacrifice. You know, if that means me going to an event that I really don't want to be at. Hey, how you doing? You know, but my thing is, I've never hounded nobody like that. But I'm a hound when it comes to business, right? I'm unorthodox. I like to say I know the business that I want. Sometimes I'm just not clean with it, so I gotta get somebody to talk to me before I go and run them out. You know, and a lot of times, you know, it could be my wife, it could be my best friend, and they be like, "Listen, you a little rough." Because I'll be
You
like,
need to tone it down just a little.
because you know, I might be like, "Hey, yo, you coming on the show?" And they're like, "No, you might want to bring your inner voice in." And I'd be like, "Hi, my name is Shice, Mr. Talkofdatown, and I would love for you to be a guest on my show." You know, I realize, you know, when I was young, you don't realize that certain things you have to set yourself up right.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I'm a thug. I'm from Brownsville. What can I say?
That hood is there.
I speak poor English. I know that.
Russ is saying if you don't have any haters, you're doing something wrong.
That's a fact. Listen, let me tell you when I realized I spoke really bad English. I did.
Like we've been doing this whole interview,
right. But to us, it sounds normal. I hosted on a cruise ship for 6 months, and I would say pants, dare, and I didn't think I was saying it wrong. You understood what I just said?
Yeah.
Oh, people on that ship be like, "Oh, did you mean dare?" Like they pronounce every letter, every
word,
right.
DARAE.
And I had to tell them, listen, I'm from a place where mother is with a V. We say mother.
Mother, your father.
That's my mother. That's my father. Like, and people be like, "Oh, he is horrible at it." But, I'm okay. I'm learning. You're never too old to learn. Okay.
So let me tell you my vetting process, and for those who came in late, we're talking about the behind the scenes of putting a show together. Mm-hmm. This part of it. It's not easy vetting. I talk to people all day. I talk to them. I have pre-interviews. How I got wind of you, I'll explain that, and then I'll go into my other. But how I got wind of you, I seen one of your interviews with the guy that got the golden ticket from
Brandon Lee.
Yes.
And he actually won. Shout out.
Won? Oh, good.
Yes, he actually won American
spoken word dude that I think that ever made it there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, okay, this dude seems pretty cool. Tommy had talked about you already. Wait, international DJ Tommy Lee had talked about you already.
I paid him.
Yeah. Now Tommy, he's coming in from YouTube. So so he told me about you already, and I was like, okay. But it was, that was months ago, back in June. So I'm like, okay, I got enough people. I've been talking to enough people. Now I got people coming to me wanting to do the show. So that's still taking a little pressure off of me. But I still got to go out there and vet people. Mm-hmm. We got on, we got connected. We got on, we talked. After the whole phone thing, that was weird. we kept calling each other, and nobody picked up because nobody seen the call.
Did he called me? I know he called me. Like,
I think it's that merger that's going on. They getting twisted, but we end up talking, and that's what I do with everybody. I get at least 30 minutes to an hour to talk with you, mm-hmm. to see if we can vibe.
Right.
Because if we're not able to talk on the phone, it's going to show here on video real bad.
I'm not opposed to that, though.
No?
No. I'm okay if we don't vibe. Sometimes that makes a hell of a show. But listen, I'm that person because sometimes I like that little controversy thing. I don't like to get physical.
Yeah.
I like the little controversy. So I've learned, and that's one of the biggest things that I did learn, was how to shift your guest, right? You can't shift everybody, but the people that you can't shift, you have to learn how to maneuver your show, and make it look like that. So sometimes, like Rock, this is my brother, Rock from Helter Skelter. I put up a clip. He didn't tell me to shut the F up, but he said it, and it sounded like he told me. But, my brother was passionate. We was talking about Black Lives Matter. And the question came up, what happens when people say black on black crime? Nobody is protesting for that. And he was like, yo, shut the F up with all that. But he wasn't talking to me, but I knew it. But the calls I got was like, yo, was he talking to you like that? Was he mad? No.
He's angry.
Right. He's a passionate. And, you have to know how to play the show. Yeah. So that's where you come in at. And that's how, you got to get those guests. And I love those guests. So.
See, I would rather not.
I,
I'm one of them, let's have this conversation. Everybody smile, you see the little birds flying around. That's joy to the world. That's how I want to do.
we can practice right now. You want to practice? I'll be the bad guy.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead. You start it off. Let's do it.
Hey, we have a guest here. How you doing today?
Yo, what up?
All right, this is our show. Thanks for coming, everybody.
That's all you had?
I'm out. That's all you got? Yeah, you done asked a 3-paragraph question. I'm like, yeah.
You get that sometimes though.
Yeah.
And that's
I've had to pull out, most of the people that I've interviewed. I don't know if you have this experience or not, but most of the people that I've interviewed, some of them, it was their first time ever being interviewed. So there's a little nervousness. That's why I adopted the conversation. Let's just me and you, Shice, have a conversation, and everybody else is peeking in and eavesdropping.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became, after 30, 40 minutes, then they loosen up.
Right.
But, it's the camera must be scary or something. And I'm so used to it. And I know you're used to it already, being in front of the camera. But a lot of people are not. I've reached out to people and they didn't even get back to me.
Oh, yeah. Listen, that happens.
Tell me no.
But that's how people think they say no, right? People think by not responding means I answered your question.
Yeah,
and you'll get an ass that say that, like, hey.
Well, when you send a Facebook message, you can see when they looked at it, the time and the date. So at least say, no, this is not for me. And I get it. It used to make me mad years ago, but now I'm like, okay, maybe it's just not for them.
Right, but again, see, we in a day and age, like,
he loved our role playing.
Yeah. See, but you gave up. See, and you went with it.
You're like, yo, you out of here. Good night. God bless.
Yeah, for the rest. God bless. Good night. But who, like, one of the things I could say that I was blessed with was teaching kids, right? My past is I worked in law enforcement, and my job was mainly the kids, focused on how to bring programs. So I actually helped create a program called My School Has Rhythm Not Violence, and got the police department to make their first ever rap video.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so a lot of people see, you don't see things like that on the news, right? But the kids is where I adapted and learned how to talk to people, because kids don't hold no punches. They let you know exactly how they feel. They let you know if you stink. They let you know if you just not good. They'll tell you right up front. So I've had a lot of experience learning how.
You mean you've heard Mr. Talkofdatown, you suck?
Oh, thank God I've never heard that, because that probably hurt my feelings. But all right, so the process with, like, My School Has Rhythm, you have 5 days to be with these kids. The first day, they like, oh, we don't mess with the ops. They don't want nothing to say. Me, how I always learned how to get their attention was to be real. Put myself out there and let them put their self out there, because they won't jump unless you jump, And that's one of the things that I've always done. I would tell them stories about me. I go, oh, I'm from Brownsville. What? You from where? You live where? Oh my God, you from the hood? I'd be like, yeah. And my teaching style for the kids was a little more hood, because again, I have to attract them. And teachers would go, how come they listen to you, but I've been with them for a whole year and they don't listen to me? And my question is, do you bring yourself down to their level? Mm-hmm. You understand? Some people feel like they way above that. And I'm not, I'm just like him. I'm just a little older. He's going to be me one day.
Yeah.
So again, I was him back in the days. Now let's meet that common ground. I love hip hop. They love hip hop. What can we talk about? Let's talk about this. And then when somebody goes, oh, 6ix9ine this or 6ix9ine that, I'll be like, 6ix9ine? Are you crazy? Are you trying to get told on? You know, like it is what it is, but they appreciate the realness.
Yeah.
And one thing about kids, you cannot be fake with a kid.
For
They
real.
will let you know, oh no, you're definitely not real.
You cannot tell them, as soon as we get back from the store, we'll do this. Because
Right.
they be on you.
Yep. And they be sitting in your face.
Yeah. You said.
I'll be like, no. The Kevin Hart voice. No. But hey, listen. But
Oh, yo. So for those who are joining in and watching the replay, coming in at the end, we are sitting here with Shice, Mr. Talk of the Town. And you'll have to see why I'm saying it like that when you watch the replay from the beginning.
oh man, oh Lord, have mercy.
So now we were talking about the vetting process.
Sorry.
I was telling you that I talk to my guests, and then we schedule a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're right. You still don't know if they're actually gonna show up. But I do my best to make sure they are. Always be prepared. You said that earlier, to where, it is us. All these graphics and all these pictures moving, that's me doing this behind the scenes, plus talking, plus reading people, plus concentrating on you and remembering everything you said 10 minutes ago.
Yep. You be like,
this
talking.
is this is what you do when you live produce.
Mm-hmm.
I got addicted to the live because it's like you do it and it's done. There's no filming and editing and all of that stuff, and 6 weeks later you got a 30-second clip.
Yeah. I had to do that. Like, I love going live because I love the interactions. But sometimes I also love to edit certain things. There's things that I look back, and when I do live, I always go, damn, if I would have put this here, or if I would have added this, it gives it a little more spice, a little more joke, a little more pizzazz, a little more, it gives a little oomph to it.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll go live, and then sometimes I just be like, hey, let's record it. If I got a good guest and I know that I can have fun,
Yeah.
I don't want to mess up. So I'll say, let's record it, and then I'll put it out. And it's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't know about you, when I put recorded episodes up, and it only be like a day or two, but I still sit at the live and I watch it and I respond to everybody on keyboard. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
I'm here. I watch it just like everybody else watching. I want to know if I did good. I want to know if I did wrong. I want to know how people feel when they first saw it, how they got their reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know those things. So I'm like my own fan too. And there's nothing wrong with being your own fan.
No, it's not. I haven't watched any of my replays because I was there. Of course. I'm here with you now. I know what went on. I know. I see. Look, P. Nice said he want to wear a giant jersey too.
See, I gotta go. I'm about to shift from Facebook and go, because the Juicy Conversations is happening on YouTube right now.
Yeah, for real.
Juicy Conversations is coming.
Tommy said he loved the live, and I love it because you people are forgiving when you do mess up.
Mm-hmm.
You do mess up your words because that's how everybody talks.
Right.
I don't know too many people that haven't. I was about to curse. I don't haven't messed up a word or lost a train of thought.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I was on my boy Chris Gloss. He was interviewing me, and for some reason I couldn't spell big dog. I'm like, I've been writing this thing for like years and I could not spell it. You know, you get nervous, you lose your train of thought, but people are more forgiving here live. A pre-recorded one, you bet to have that thing pristine.
Right.
But you could have edited out that mess up that you just did.
But that's the thing. So here's my thing, and this is where I always say I'm on the fence, right? When you live, again, you love that interaction with the people. And like you said, it don't matter what you say or what you do. They love it because you're you, and they get to see the authentic moment. But when you go live, sometimes you lose your creative side. You know, sometimes there's a good visual for some of the things that you might say.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, true.
Right. So, like, for example, my last interview that I just posted, we were talking about Cardi B and WAP. There's so much things that came to my head with this conversation. So I knew that I couldn't go live because there were things that I knew I needed to punch in.
Right.
You know, like when I want to explain why her and Offset are getting a divorce, this thing she said in her song, I want to be able to punch the song in right then and there. You know, she said, I don't cook, I don't clean. So instead of me saying it verbally, I play that part. So Cardi B said, and then cut in, I don't cook, I don't clean, and then come back to me. And now I got my explanation on what was said. But the visual is so dope. The creativity in that was really good.
Yeah.
You know, so you kind of lose that with live. And sometimes, like I said, I play both sides. I'm always either live, but I'm not scared to record now. I used to be scared.
Okay.
But you learn, you know, you go, some conversations are meant to be live because it might not need a lot of visual.
Right.
You know who your guests are. And some guests, you know, you might say, oh, this guy's animated. I know he gonna give me one. So I know I got some funny things in my head that I could put out when he say this, or I could say, get him to say that. And you just go with it. So sometimes, you, like I said, it's all about knowing who you got coming on.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yo, so we are taking you guys behind the scenes of getting a show ready. You know, it's about 14 things I do to get one person.
14?
Yeah.
What,
I got an extensive vetting process.
I want to know the 14.
I'm not going to tell you all 14, but I told you a few of them already.
You gave us a number. We didn't ask you a number. You gave us the number, so you have to say the 14. You can't say I go through 14 different vetting processes and then say, I'm not going to tell you.
First, you have to find people, and you explained that already. You know, a lot of things what we do similar, but in different ways.
Right.
You know, I use my network first.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tommy, who you got that can come on? DJ Cam, who do you have? You know, I've had guests that came on 2 hours. I've had guests that came on 5 minutes late for the interview, and we just went with it.
Right.
And you know, one of them is finding the people. Like I said, I use my network. I reach out to people.
Mm.
You know, after you have to get them to connect with you.
Right.
Via phone call, text, something. You got to get them to connect with you. What is some of the other stuff to do? I have the conversation. I'm
trying not to give us 14. I see you.
I know. I don't even think I can count that high right now.
He counted over the years. He said, the vetting process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the vetting process. You said that already. Okay, the vetting process. Okay, you said that 2 times. Okay, the vetting process.
And then you gotta vet them. You know, the vetting process. Yo, but then, all the other technical stuff. One of the other things, we didn't touch on is the internet and other people's internet. We're clear. I think, I don't know if it was Tommy or somebody said, he told me, he said, why you look HD and some of your people look VHS?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Like, that's because, they don't understand. And that goes back to the non-techie part of it. So now you gotta, one of the steps is making sure they tech is correct.
Mm-hmm. And here's a lesson for everybody, right? Even if you just on it, it doesn't take a lot. It just takes you to want to do better. Like, you can do it with your phone, but let's be honest, you're not gonna have a phone from 2001 that's compatible with the technology today and think that you're gonna get a great picture.
Right.
People say, why do you spend money on your phones? Because my phone is a major process for me. It's a major part of me. If I'm on the go and I need to record something, I need to record it in today's time, not yesterday. I'm not recording with a flip phone. Okay, you gotta take the time. The one thing you should do is invest in yourself, and that means a phone. A lot of people, why do I need this expensive phone? Because if you're in this business and you're on the go a lot, trust me, you don't always need a $15,000 camera. You don't always need a $20,000 microphone set. Listen, I'm gonna give you a secret right now. This mic right here, $40, Amazon, and it comes with the boom mic. It comes with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And my phone, I got a webcam now. I have two webcams. I have webcam pointed up there, webcam here. But I also put my phones as extra cameras just to give me the visuals to change cameras and give me different aspects of where I'm at. So the camera to me, when I'm on the go, is my go-to. My 4K camera shoots just like a regular camera would. And then you go, oh, wow. How did you get that so clear? Because I invested in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I invested not even in my phone, but I invested in myself.
Yeah.
My investment.
And a lot of people, I know they're not in the business, but for the ones who are, that have that setup like that, you need better equipment. Like, I know some people like you. You like the mic in front of you. I cannot stand that. My mic is right here, out of the camera's view. If I tilt my camera just a little bit, that's my mic right there. But I like it right out of the camera's view.
Right.
So I don't have anything pinned on me. I can still move freely, and I can talk to you. Yeah. Now talk.
See? You ain't gonna talk about me. Now what? Do I gotta turn my mic up a little bit?
No, we still hear you.
Oh, you still hear me clear? You still hear me good? Okay, so now let me sit like this now. Now I'm comfortable. Now what?
You ain't got no obstacles in front of you. No nothing.
Y'all see me?
Now, what kind of webcam you got?
I have a Logitech. Don't ask me the number, but it's a 4K 1080. It shoots from 1080 to 4K.
Got a Brio?
Come on, don't ask me questions. Don't make me look stupid on it, okay? You about to make me turn into that bad guy. We about to role play there.
The one we was talking about earlier.
Don't let me start giving you one-word answers. No, but I actually bought this camera maybe about 2 years ago, which is funny, in South Carolina. And I just said I needed to invest in myself. I was always using my phone and I didn't have a problem with it, but it was just some things you need the cam that the phone ain't going to be able to do. Right. And sometimes now in this day and age, the phone connects to these programs, but they didn't all the time. So that's why I invested in certain things, and you get the cameras. Listen, people, you have, if this is what you're gonna do, You have to take the steps and buy the things that you need. I had to upgrade my computer system. Like my computer didn't hold too much memory. So when I went live, you get the or when you talking, your voice, your mouth is moving, but the words don't come out until 10 words later.
Looking like a karate movie.
Right, you be like, hi, my name is
Oh,
hi, yeah, hi. And you be like, what's wrong with the system?
oh, like yo, they out of sync. What's wrong? And my people who think wireless is just the best. No, you need a hard connection,
Yeah.
or if you don't have a hard connection, you need a strong enough wireless connection.
Yeah.
Not your $25 a month one. You need that $90, that $110 a month one.
Mm-hmm. Listen, my internet connection runs my household. Okay, like when I talk about my camera systems that watch my house,
Yep.
everything needs to be on point. So
Yep.
again, my camera's on one system, my TV's on another system, my show is on another system. I can't have problems.
Yep.
You know? So again, you have to invest in those things. And again, you don't have to go expensive. That's
Right.
where people go wrong. They think, oh man, I gotta go get this and I gotta go for the top of the line. If you starting out, get these things. It works. You because you won't know the difference in the quality until you get better at it.
Yeah.
Then later on, you start to invest a little bit more and get more, you get more progressive in getting things and say, okay, well, maybe we need this now. Maybe I need this now. I'm going to show you, like, you see how you got your little lights in the back? See these little lights? Again, on Amazon. Cost me $20. But it gives it ambiance. I'm going to show you, right? If you turn them off. Right?
Yeah.
It just looks like a plain room. It doesn't give it that pop. It don't pop.
Yep. Now you cutting them lights on. Yep.
It don't pop.
And we all got the remote controls.
It don't
I
pop.
turn this thing on and off.
I got lights all over in here, and I be like, and here's another thing. People think sometimes I use these. It's not on now, but this is another light. Sometimes LED lights just the battery dead.
Mm-hmm.
But don't act like I showed you this. But, these see LED lights. Sometimes the ambiance is just little things that count.
I have these things clipped to my monitor in case I need a little more extra light, because sometimes I have the green screen behind me and it just needs that extra light for you not to fade in and out like people be on Zoom and they fade in and out.
See, one light, like if I turn this one light out, it makes such a big difference, but I still got a light on.
Yeah.
I still have a light on, but these things make a big difference. And it gives the quality of your show. It like some people don't have to know that you're doing things at home, or don't have to know that you don't have this equipment, because only you know.
Yep.
Only you know. So
cool. So, a couple of more things and then we go wrap this up because I'm getting hungry now.
that's that. What you said you were drinking?
I know, right? My Michelob. Software.
Mm-hmm.
What software do you use or have you used to do your live stream producing?
I've done everything. I've done Be Live TV. I've done OBS. Sometimes I use Ecamm Live now. Even when I use my Zoom, I connect it to my Ecamm. It just makes for a better picture. So one thing that Zoom won't let you do unless you buy an X amount of Pro or whatever. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I paid for the $14 a month Zoom, and that's only because it won't limit my interviews.
Right.
The free one limits you to 40 minutes.
Yep.
$14, you can go to 3 to 4 hours or whatever, and it doesn't bother you. But the eCam helps me put my banner in, add the text, and add the everything else on the screen. Like you see how you got DJ interview and how you make the names pop up. Those things, I can do with eCam and change it up with different styles. So, sometimes I intertwine programs, and it's like I said, it's all about investing and making sure that your show looks like it's worth watching.
Yeah.
Visuals is everything. If it don't look good and it doesn't look appealing, people won't watch.
Yep. Same here. I use a program called Restream. I've used Be Live. I've used StreamYard.
Right.
I haven't messed with OBS since 2017 because I had a laptop and it wasn't strong enough, and it kept cutting my laptop off. So I haven't used it since then. But these programs here, the last two I said was Restream and StreamYard. They're more simpler.
Mm-hmm.
I can plug in the names,
right,
stuff like that. I can put in the names in the small box.
Mm-hmm.
Switching. I can run a video if I wanted to.
Right.
Yeah.
And you and like I said, I use Restream 2 with eCam.
Yeah.
So again, I get extra with the eCam, and then I add it with the Restream to Restream.
Streaming properties with Restream.
Right.
Nice.
And then sometimes I use Yellow Duck, right? If I want the look Yellow Duck, I could use it for Instagram.
Yeah.
It'll have that same effect with the names and the titles and stuff like that. So again, it's all about the investment. This game is all about you at the end of the day and what you bring to the table. What sets you apart from everybody else. Can we all talk and say something? Yes. But Is it what people want to hear? Is it entertaining enough? Are you saying what people want to know? Are you saying what people feel? Because again, you got to put yourself in that realm of what would people think or what would people say. And I feel like I'm for the people. I'm still the people. I know what I want to hear. I know what I want to see, what I want to listen to. So I try to stick on that point and, keep going with that.
So how did you get your style? I'll let you answer, and then I'll explain how I got mine, and then we can start wrapping this thing up.
One word: the street.
Good. God bless. Good night.
Listen, I've always hated to say this, right? And I used to tell my students not to say it. But I feel like I am a product of my environment, but my environment doesn't make me.
Right to that.
I'm a little bit of street with a little bit of education, with a little bit of love, and a little bit of thug. And you put it all together, and you got one confused big guy like me, But it works.
Yeah.
You just gotta know when to turn it on, when to turn it off, and it's just something like you can't teach certain things. You just gotta know, and you gotta feel, and you'll know. Like a comedian knows when he's bombing, because everybody in the crowd is like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When guys tell
when are you gonna get funny?
And then you get that heckler.
Yeah.
Hey, funny guy, I told better jokes than that. And now the whole train of thought is off because that one guy told you the truth and you can't take it and you don't know how to handle it. So again, you gotta know when you bombing how to shift it and shift it smoothly. And it's all about how you set up your show. How do you, what, again, I'm the people. I'm no different from anybody else. I just have a platform that you can have, and you can do the same thing. So when I have conversations, those conversations become good talking points. Oh, I wonder what the world would think about this, because I know that the world probably think the same thing. Oh, wow. So Cardi B's having a divorce. Do we all know that? Yes. It's nothing new. I didn't bring anything new to you, but
I didn't know.
Oh, wait, what? You been under a rock?
I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news.
It came on your phone. It was tweeted to everybody.
I don't have Twitter.
But the thing about that is, like, people know those things, right? So we don't always say what people don't know. We just give a different perspective of it. Sometimes it's funnier. Sometimes it's a little more aggressive. Sometimes, but people like those things. They like, I said the same thing, and that's what makes a good show. Things that people can relate to.
I when I first started this, the first, I'd say like 6 or 7 episodes is just this with the names like that. No, nothing else. Because I was just getting used to doing. And this was my first interview, so I'm searching for a style.
Mm-hmm.
Started looking at other people who do interviews. I see people that they interject themselves into your interview every 2 minutes. And I asked you the question, and I'm gonna answer it and interject, and I did this and I did that. This is, in my view, this is all about you.
Right.
We're going back and forth, but this is all about you. I brought you on to tell your story and interview you. But I started looking at different people, and then I had a lot of people give me advice, and I was just kind of torn because I was a little unsure of how I wanted it to go. But I know how to talk.
Right.
and I can know how to have a conversation with you. So my style became more conversational. Me and Shice is just chatting, like I said earlier, and people are just looking in, eavesdropping.
Right. And that's exactly, when you go to a bar, you have the best conversations in the bar. It's funny, it's entertaining, and those are the type of conversations that you can have on a podcast, right? So we have those things. We do the same exact thing. Hey, if somebody wants to get a drink, you put a drink on. And shout out to all the people who have podcasts. Exactly. Because a lot of people will say, hey, this is easy. It's not always easy.
No, it's not.
When people say it's easy, I take that as a compliment, because we can make it look easy.
Mm-hmm.
But the stuff, like you said, the internet going down, or something happens with something of the equipment, or the guests don't show up, and all of these things come to play, and it gets really bad. Like, it's been times 5 minutes before the show, I'm about to pull my hair out and go, what the? And then it comes together.
Yeah.
When the lights start coming on, it's like 3, 2. You like, okay, hi, and you gotta put that face on. But when you put on that face, guess what? It now becomes regular, and then it becomes okay. And then you go, why was I so mad? And then you put yourself. So that's why I learned always to try to. Things go wrong. It's gonna people.
If nothing went wrong ever in your life, then you're doing something wrong. You ain't did enough of them.
I'm gonna say this: things go wrong almost every single show. It does. It's just the nature of the business. But don't overcome you. You gotta do it.
Work around it and everything.
Right. You think Beyonce ain't never bust her butt before backstage trying to run the news? You don't think something went wrong, but she still came out and
Uh-huh.
she did.
And did her thing. She may have modified it, but she did a thing.
Right. We don't know she messed up. And that's the thing. When people don't know that it's messed up, I can look back at almost every show and say, damn, I messed this part up. And I did this. But I kept going.
Yep.
It is what it is. You got to take those goods and take those bads and just keep pushing through it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I kind of like the breakup of the DJ interview, talking to somebody else or having, one of my thank you sessions,
Mm-hmm.
the words, my thank you sessions, where you bringing on multiple different people and everybody's just talking and having a good time. I like that. And I like the interview style.
Mm-hmm.
Next month, I was reluctant to put it out there, but next month I'm going to do 100 live streams for the month of October.
101 month?
131 days. That's 3 a day for all 31 days, and 7 out of those days, at least 4 a day.
Ooh,
But it's a personal challenge.
But that's it though. That's your own DJ interview marathon.
Mm-hmm. And it's not going to be all DJ interview. It's going to be, a wide variety of things. I may call you up and like, yo, I'm going to go talk about this. Can you come on?
Listen, I'm always ready. And like I said, I appreciate you in this platform because, again, this platform is for our love for DJs. And if y'all missed it earlier, we can't have a party without a DJ. It's but so many times you can say no music. It's only but so many times. All right? That first one, you might be like, who needs a DJ? And then if you clap twice, you're going to be like, anybody know where the DJ at? But the DJ is such an important role in not just an event, but in life. Without those mixes that we ever heard on the radio, what would be our mind frames in certain situations? You understand? And DJs are like therapists. You know what I'm saying? Like it's therapy. You can get the craziest person in the world. If you can get them to vibe to a song, you won.
Yeah, for real.
Times I was pissed off and was ready to commit first-degree murder, but then my song came on and I go,
and you forgot why you was bad.
oh, he saved your life, girl. This is my
yeah, for real. I had I didn't tell nobody, but DJ Cam, he has his free agent radio. That's always my cheap plug for him. I don't know if he's still on or not, but at the end of his session, the last half hour, he usually has what he calls a me mix, and he plays songs that take you back to a time where everything just was okay. And one night, he just killed it, and I'm sitting there like this. And then for whatever he called me, and I'm like, dude, you had me in tears.
And that's a good DJ. A DJ that can bring you in tears and make you happy at the same time. And listen, a DJ that can have you in your emotions is a great DJ. You know, when a DJ can make you confused and not know why you in a certain place, but you there. A DJ can make a piece of thug in a matter of seconds. All you have to do is, I gotta get it. Ooh, you see, and then they be like, Lord Jesus.
Oh, you're killing it. You're killing it. That DJ killing it.
Listen, and this happens everywhere. You ever seen somebody that you knew you just couldn't stand and they just don't have no regards for life? But then when that music come on and they, even if they just doing a little, You like,
chair dancing.
I didn't even know he can do this. He's doing it, you know.
That dude's wild. I didn't know he had it in him.
It's important that we have a DJ. It's so important. Without DJs, think about a party just playing music off your iPhone,
or just from the radio. Even the your Sirius XMs, they have little commercials in there. That's just not straight music or mixing. They have their little 15, 20-second commercial break, and then they go to another song.
Put this visual in your head right now. You at a party. It's a reggae session. Slow grinding on your girl. And then you hear, hey, welcome. I got my HIV shot today. You like, the commercial just pops up and you like, what's happening here?
You know about Tide Pods.
You done played Pandora at this party, and this commercial came on, and the girl you was about to take home.
The free version of Pandora. Not even the pay one. With the same 10 songs.
You imagine you sitting there, you grinding, and you about to kiss this girl, and she looking at you, you looking at her, and then, hi, would you like to be cured of genital herpes? What? Like, we have pills. No, baby, no, baby. It's over.
Thank you.
I was just about to get into this girl. And a herpes commercial come on? No, it's over. The party is over. You know,
oh man, funny.
And it's not like back in the days, because back in the days, you could listen to the radio because you had guys like Red Alert playing live mixes and brought it to you. And you used to do, I don't want to say, if I'm showing age, if I say cassette tape, you know, you play cassette tapes and you play and you was like, Red Alert is playing his mix tonight. I'm going to go get the cassette tape and pop it in and record.
And you tape the radio.
Yeah. But that was when it was less commercial.
Yeah.
And good music. Now it's all about money. So it's more advertising and less music, you know, and then you don't have DJs on the radio playing full mixes for an hour straight, 2 hours straight. You got commercials because everybody got to put their general herpes commercial up. Everybody's got to put, you know, if you have a rash, you know, they got all these commercials and you be like,
30 seconds of the actual commercial and 10 minutes of all the side effects.
Do you have a rash? You'd like to be cured of your rash. What? I was just vibing. I was in here about to make love to my wife. And you gonna bring this commercial up right now?
Oh, yo.
Doing? Is that what we're doing? Why? So now, again, you gotta love the DJ.
Yeah.
Put you in that mood. Keep you in that mood. And then tell you when you're not in that mood. Now I'm going to put you in this. Somebody said, where's the ointment?
Where's the ointment? That was my boy, Seth. What's up, Seth? Thanks for checking in.
Exactly. Could you imagine? And then, hey, where's the ointment? Like, come on.
Oh, funny.
To all my DJs, man, no matter how big or how small you think you are, listen, I give it to you guys, man. Without you, there's no me. There is no, again, a lot of people give me credit, but I can't do what I do without a DJ.
Right.
I can't.
The show doesn't happen without, you know, DJs to interview. And that was one of the reasons why I created it, because, you know, DJs don't get that voice. They don't get that interview like your MCs and your, you know, I don't know about the producers, but your bigger DJs, like you said, Red Alert and all the rest of them, you know, they'll get the interview, not the one that been killing it for the last 40 years, but locally.
Right.
and everybody know them in their town. Those are the people who I'm bringing on.
Right. You
Um,
ain't listening to a good DJ until you heard Red Alert go, boy.
I remember he used to call everybody a bum.
You bum. And
A bum.
you're like,
But
what?
people know those DJs, but they don't know that regular one.
Right.
That regular one. I've had DJs here who's had 40 years in the business, and I've had DJs that did their first party in November
Right.
of 2019.
Mm.
It's open to everybody, male, female, house music, whatever you play,
Mm-hmm.
you're still a DJ, and,
Yeah.
and you're welcome here.
And to the new DJs, listen, all I say to you is keep pushing. And listen, he is a fool who thinks he don't have to practice. To the new DJs, don't think you got a good mix and that, oh, I'm like that. Listen, great DJs still practice to this day. They will be in a house and mixing, and sometimes I'll be sitting there going, okay, I'll be trying to get my little phone, trying to record a little mix, but it don't sound as good. But but the DJs, man, it's like it's nothing you can't say about, you need them. It's like you need a doctor when you're sick. You need a DJ when you go to a party. The atmosphere is just a total different thing. If you ever listen to music and you go and you're just listening on the radio, it's a vibe. You can have a good vibe. But it's nothing like being at a live space where a DJ puts you in that vibe.
Yeah.
Makes you think you are the person who is singing that song. Because I'm that guy.
Yeah.
They come on, I be like this. What? Yeah, dog. And I be thinking,
You be sitting there like this, and that one song come on, and you like, oh, yo, I didn't hear this in years.
don't let Annie Up come on, because I will rob you and then get beat up after and forget that I robbed you. Because my mind space is, I be like, Annie Up, you like that fool. No, get him. And then as soon as it go off, I be like,
999,000 short of a mill.
I'm sorry. I do that. I don't know what came over me.
Got excited.
Yeah, but it is. What he said.
This was the best jam to get rid of this rash. He's asking for a friend.
I got you. This Barbie. Ooh, I gotta do. Ooh, I gotta do. Don't sit no toilet. Wait for me. You won't get nobody to be around you for that rash.
Cream dollar bill, y'all.
No, but you really need cream. And
Yeah.
$1.
And a dollar bill, y'all.
And
Oh,
that's
yo.
you're not asking for you, Seth. It's just for a friend.
So what's coming up next for you?
I'm working on a lot. I've been home. The COVID-19, the pandemic has been. A lot of people look at it as a bad thing. To me, it's been a reinventing thing.
Yep.
I was a person who didn't like doing interviews via Zoom or online like this. I had to be in the room. But this showed me that you can have just as much fun like this because I feel like we're in the same room.
Yep.
And this is technology today. So what's next for me, I'm debating on going back across the seas and hosting on the Carnival ships.
Okay.
So I might do that again. I'm currently about to head to North Carolina. So start some things out there. I'll be in Atlanta. Just working. I just want to work. And anybody, if I'm open for events, no matter how big or how small, I'm not picky. I just love to work. I love to make people laugh. I love to make people dance. If you got an event, I'm open for it,
Roger that. How could people reach you again?
Again, because Tommy jumped us
Tommy jumped it like an hour ago. He jumped it.
10 minutes into the show. So again, you can follow me on social media at Shice.MrTalkofthatown.com. It's just like my name. On Instagram is Shice.MrTalkofthatown. I don't spell the with THE, I spell it DA. You can also follow my podcast on all major platforms at Let's Talk Crazy. Again, I can't spell, so crazy is spelled CRAZEE. Crazy. Because
Crazy. Show them the picture behind you so they can get a visual on it.
So this is my logo for Let's Talk Crazy. So for those who are slow, I know people are slow, right?
Yeah, because I needed it personally.
RAZE.
Z.
But when you write ZEE, you don't have to write those in capital. You can write those in lowercase. Okay, that was just for the poster. But
visual.
yeah, but again, like I said, I'm here to work. I'm not afraid of coming out. Call me. I don't care. You got a bar mitzvah. If you have a baby mama giving birth, I will host that if you need it to. I will give you play-by-play detail on how that big head baby is coming out. He's coming around the tube. Uh-oh. Wait, he's blowing bubbles. Uh-oh, he's leaving the waterbed.
Going way back.
Oh, wait, he's stuck. He's having complications coming out. Uh-oh, the walls are holding him. The walls are holding him. Wait, she's about to sneeze. She's about to pull a perfect technique. Here she goes. Achoo! There it goes, the baby.
Catch it.
Whatever.
Back. We're going to do a little something different this time when I close this out. Yo, this.
I say one more thing. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
I also, I'm getting ready to start a game show online for couples. If you're interested, please link me in my social medias, DM me. I answer anybody. Follow me. And like I said, I'm interested. I don't want to put it out yet because I don't want nobody stealing my idea.
Of course.
How you people get.
Definitely.
They always say, "Great, good people borrow, great people steal."
Yep. Yeah, I got a lot of works and a lot of things in the works coming up. I want to do a online DJ summit. That's going to happen. You were talking about the pandemic. This show doesn't happen if that virus didn't happen. So, it's a bittersweet thing for me because, I'm on my 42nd episode, but normally I couldn't get a DJ to do an interview because they're all busy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then all the people that passed away from it, all the DJs we lost already.
Right.
I wanted to dedicate an episode to that. I'll probably do that before the end of the year of all the ones we lost. And, just I'm appreciative of having you on and having, all my future guests. This thing here will be the setup. I like to change the setup maybe once a month, once every 6 weeks, change the whole setup.
Oh, see, you got money. See, me, I got no money. My setup is that poster right there. That's it. That's all you get from me.
Yeah, I got mad money. I can pull it out in my sock, and I ain't even wearing no socks.
Oh, you one of those guys who got them roll up and got it on a clip and then tuck it into their sock?
Yeah.
Spend this on my young girl. You don't know what you're ready for. Young girl, you don't know what you're ready for. Young
You
girl,
don't know what you talking about now, right? Yeah.
tell your grandmama come over here. Let me show her some things.
Me, my boy Steve Austin, we gonna get out of here. I like my nostalgic toys, all the ones I had when I was younger. I collected all of them. Stretch Armstrong, the whole nine.
I have nothing. I am boring. This is all you're gonna get from me. Superman Cup. That's all you're gonna get from me, right?
Oh man, we got some good stuff coming up in the next couple of months. This is the last. Actually, this is the last uh, episode here that this setup is going to be back here. It's going to be all different. I got to spruce it up just a little and make it look different. So, like you were saying, people attention span and they like to see exciting things. You turn them lights off, you just got a plain background. So, got to switch it up.
I
And
got the red light, green light set up. Look at that. Look at you back there.
I know, right? The stoplight. Got that stoplight going on. But yo, I'm gonna close it out with both of us. Normally, I send you to the green room, but we gonna close this out. This is the last one of September. Next episode starts in October.
Nice.
So, again, thank you guys for coming out. This is Harry the Big Dog with the co-host Shice, Mr. Talkofdatown.
He called me Mrs. Y'all.
The tongue got twisted because of these things here.
I know I'm getting fat, but I ain't think my boobies was out that bad. Damn. I got out here like, sure.
Oh, yo.
I look like a woman with mad facial hair right now.
The hairy lady at the circus, huh?
People laughing, but somebody grandmama down south looks just like this.
Like that.
Y'all gonna stop acting like that.
With the one long one curling.
You know something? She got that one chin head. Oh God! And then she pull out her little nap. Look, you know, your grandmama old when she do this. Like, baby. Hold on, let me get my change purse and then go.
Let me get this sandwich. I'm hungry.
Listen, your mama down south, your grandmama down south got hair just like this. Y'all gonna stop fronting. I know you looking. You know somebody who like this. You know a woman that look just like this.
I sure do.
She look like she got 4 arms, her breasts come down to her knees. She pick up nickels for a living. Yeah.
That's Aunt Dale. Hopefully it ain't nobody that has a real Aunt Dale with a beard here.
Aunt Dale, we talking about you, girl. Listen, old women that used to strip got this. Old women that used to strip in the barnyard got this right here.
Oh, yo. We are looking forward to seeing you and your new endeavors. We'll keep everybody up. Are you willing to come back another time and keep us updated on your game show?
Yeah, it's gonna cost you.
Okay. I will pull that clip out of my sock. And I got you.
Nah, I'm definitely willing to always come back, man. Like I said, I love this stuff. This is what I breathe. So if you gonna have me back, I'll gladly come back.
Roger that. Thank you, sir. I'm starting to lose the voice now.
Uh-oh.
This is Harry the Big Dog with DJ Interview. We will be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m.-ish Eastern Time. So, Shice, have a good one. We'll talk with you soon.
Later, everybody. Peace out.